Ah, 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 ah. I love it. I don't know you guys, but I love it. Let's see if I'm live.
I don't know you guys,
Yeah,
but
I'm live. I hear myself. It's always a double check to see if my microphone is on, if my camera is on. I'm happy. 3-1 or 1-3. Genoa not really existing except that goal of Pinamonti, who is also linked to Juventus, guys. For the people that joined immediately after the game, I don't know if you saw some of my videos, but I spoke about Pinamonti that Juventus was interested in. Absolutely not as the main striker, but Juventus is a bit interested in him. Ciao again to everyone. 3 dream goals. Absolutely, yes. Dybala again, game after game after game. I was comparing Dybala a bit like those kind of superheroes when they when like Spider-Man. He has a spider who go on him, then he's sick for like a few days, and then he comes and he became a superhero. And we have a lot of superheroes like that. Dybala is the same. He had the coronavirus. He was sick at home, and then look at how he came back, a superhero, scoring goal after goal after goal after goal. Amazing. The machine has started. Great goal from Dybala. Then we have Ronaldo. Oh my god! Oh my god! What a goal of Ronaldo! It was crazy, crazy. I don't know what you think, but I called it CR Rocket. What a goal from Ronaldo. I'm happy for him because he was scoring penalty after penalty after penalty. Crazy, crazy, amazing goal from Ronaldo. Finally, mentally, it's really good for him. And then Douglas Costa. What a goal. He's playing a lot on a Twitch channel. He's playing Fortnite. And I think the fact that he's playing, with the joystick, he did the same thing with his feet today. What a goal. 3 amazing goals. What channel do you watch the game? It depends. I switch sometimes when I'm at my father one. I watch the Italian one. Now I was watching on the Belgium television, because on the Italian one I have always a kind of lag of 2 minutes, and that's really annoying because then I receive a lot of messages from everyone, and I don't like to watch my phone during the game. And then I know that something has happened. But when I'm watching for the on the Belgium television, commentary is not that good, but you see the game really live at the second, and I have no problems with that. Look at that, my friend Adrien Marcello. That's a great guy. I love Adrien. I'm happy that he joined the live. Why? Because the guy, we met each other on Twitter one day. Social media. We were texting to each other, and he told me that he was working in an airport, and I take a lot the plane for my work. And one day I was there quite early in the morning or in the evening. I don't remember. And he was there, and he offered me a coffee. We had a chat together about Juventus. How can it be better, guys? Having a Juventus fan like me and a Juventus fan like him meeting together in an airport, talking a bit about Juventus in an airport before going to work. Amazing. So we have Owen, my buddy, who joined till the third goal, one of the best game of this year, 3 wonder goals. And I agree. You know what? I had a lot of fun today. Amazing, a lot of fun. I was happy. We saw it in the second half versus Lecce. And then we say, okay, they were at 10 men. It was the second half. We had more minutes in our legs. And you can say that we saw 45 really beautiful minutes. But why? And that was the big question. And today it was until the third goal amazing. And I believe, people would say, but Sarri made a mistake doing all those changes together. Ronaldo out, Pjanic out, who played a really great game. We will do the ratings later, but Pjanic did well. Out, Dybala, Ronaldo, so everyone out. But it makes sense when you're winning 3-0 versus an inoffensive Genoa. It made second, and you see the difference with Ramsey. I believe, guys, I will tell you. For me, Ramsey, his brain is still in lockdown, because still he is from the moment he came back from the moment we started again to after the lockdown, when football was authorized, I didn't see a good performance of Ramsey yet. So the first game I can forgive, the second one also, but now it started to be. I think it's his third game or part of the game. I didn't see something good from Ramsey. I told him, for the people that watch the channel, guys, until he will not do some gel in his hair, I don't believe we will see some beautiful performance from Ramsey. And it was actually quite dangerous. Two times when it was passing back, that's dangerous, guys. Ciao, Herod. I saw you at the halftime. I wanted to say hello to you. All guys played well, but Danilo didn't play a really beautiful game. If we speak about the 11 starters, and guy, don't forget, if some of you want to join me, don't forget, send me a message here that you want to join, and then we see on Twitter or on Instagram, whatever. I will send you the link so that you can join and talk about the game together with me. But if we speak about the 11 starters, I believe really good starting game. Matuidi that had a bit of time to rest, also really important because we will play versus Torino next game on Saturday at 5:15, where the sun will be really high above Turin. So we will have a lot of energy there that we will spent. So I think it was really smart to let him rest because we will need him. Rabiot is starting to grow. The midfield is doing well. So Chesney had like one ball to catch. He did also really good. So the ratings is a bit for later, but yeah, 11 really good choice from Sarri. He did really well with the also starting Bernardeschi, making sure that all the team of Genoa, the defenders, start to be tired, and then you have the secret weapon like Douglas Costa, who comes in, and every time he comes in is crazy. Good game today from Oliver. Ciao, Oliver Christensen. I'm really happy that you are here. Marco, as always. We start to have the loyal people. I'm really happy. And then El Tactico. Pjanic received a moral boost after the transfer became official. Absolutely, yes. I think he's mentally free. He was playing with heads up. He was watching. He was playing offensive football today instead of playing in defense. So really happy about Pjanic until the minute that he was subbed. He did a really, really great game, and I'm happy that I'm not the only one, because we see Pjanic played really well from Milan DVD. That we have Jesus saying Pjanic was the best today on the field for me. I also believe he was playing really, really, really good. Why not, Giuseppe? We can do this. Love to give my opinion. You tell me. I will send you the link on Twitter, my friend, and then you can talk with me. Let me open my Twitter. Wait, here we are. Here we are. Let's look for Marco. Here is, and I share the link. So what you need is, or you do it with your mobile phone, Marco. You can do it with your mobile phone. If you do it with your computer, then you need Google Chrome. That's the link. Join, and you can give me your opinion. You don't have to stay until the end, but that's it. We can join with a few people, so people who want to come in. Guys, I love the first 45 minutes. I had a lot of fun. Sarri ball, a lot of people would say. And yes, for the first time, we saw it. And then the second half, where it was still 0-0, I'm always scared because Juventus is always playing or one half really good and then the second half really bad, or it's the opposite, where we play really bad the first and then the second half better. So it changed. Today, even after the 0-0 and a really beautiful performance, we continued to play, we continued to press, and then 3 amazing goals. After that, because I record always the game, after the live, let's see how long we will stay all together to celebrate that victory of 3-1. After the live, I will watch it again, especially the second half with the 3 goals. What the 3 of them were amazingly well. So what are your opinions? I really started to like Rabiot. He was amazing today. You see, Rabiot was playing well. And here is my friend Marco. Ciao, buddy.
Hello, everybody. Really pleased to get on the ship, on board.
That's good. I'm happy that you joined. That's really, really nice.
Oh, great.
Guys,
So yeah, the match.
say hello to our friend Marcos Sufyan. What about the game? You loved it?
Yeah, yeah. Sincerely, I saw a really good review. I think we found Bernardeschi finally. I think in the Nazionale he play on the wing. Finally, Sarri stop making him a trequartista, so it's great. Uh, Danilo not so great. What a shame. I really really don't like this match.
Yeah, the people are saying also in the chat, Marco Sufyan, people are saying that Danilo was the worst of the game. He was
Yeah.
not a drama. Let's be honest, because we
No, but
didn't had a lot of problems with Genoa also. But it's true that versus the other 10 men, he was not that good. What do you think about Dan? His comment. Dan is saying that we had the best Ronaldo in the year. Do you think it's correct?
yeah, maybe. Yeah. I agree with this because yeah, this year, fa- after the Messi assignation of the Golden Ball, Ballon d'Or, but yeah, uh, last year he was adapting. I gonna say, because yeah, first year in Serie A not easy. Uh, plenty of guys told, yeah, Ronaldo will not have problems to join Serie A and so on. Yeah, well, but yeah, I agree. This year was really really great for him. Uh, I was watching the yeah the I don't know the word in English, but they say yeah they say that 19 goals from January. Extraordinary, really, really the goat.
But today he played well. I was happy with Ronaldo playing today. You have a lot of people saying hello to you, Sufyan. You
Hello,
have
guys. Really
hi,
an honor to
Rad.
to
You have
speak.
Muslim. So guys, if you want, because we do you don't have to stay the whole show. A few minutes you want to come and you want to say your opinion. I'm really happy that Marco dared to be on the show. It's not always easy to start and to jump on it, but I'm really happy with that. So, Marco, as you were the first, tell me. I will tell you a few players, and you give me a score from 0 to 10.
Excellent.
Rabiot.
Rabiot, yeah, I will give him a 7. 7.25.
Oh, 7.25.
Yes.
That's a special score. Huh? That's the Marco Sufyan score, 7.25. Guys, if you agree or not with Marco, say it in the comments. Huh? I'm really curious to know what you think about it. I believe if we are honest, he played like a 6.5. But
Yes.
because we saw so many times Rabiot in difficulty, not playing well, I think today we are a bit more generous with him. And
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
so 7.25 for Rabiot. What Ali is asking, what about Bonucci? The score of Bonucci today?
Well, I'm not gonna be so evil on him. Yeah, I will give him yeah a 5.5. Yeah, it was
Oh
not
no.
bad, not
No,
bad, but I mean the goal that we got that 3 matches without a goal with the Guardian Delict. He ruined everything. And no, for me it's not a 6. It's not a 6.
look, 8 or 9 for or 8.9 for captain. I think he played a really great game. Also, I would not
It's
give a
not
9 because
bad,
I
but
never give a even a 8 is difficult to have. But I would go for also a 6.5. But a 5.5
okay.
it's heavy. You're really you really bad with Bonucci. Look, Muslim is saying also 5. Jazz is giving
Yeah.
him an 8. So uh, okay.
In that case, the league is 12.
The league player. Okay. Look, Rad is saying 6 is a fair comment. What about wait, and we have a comments. Sera Giuseppe Foreggiante, saluti in live, tutto bene. Ciao Stefano, sono contento che sei
Ciao.
nella live. Sì, sono contentissimo, una bella partita. So I was explaining that I'm really super happy. Look, Danilo is also here. Super game. Indeed, we are all agree with that. I had a lot of fun. Look at my smile. I was scared, huh?
Yeah, me
In the
also.
halftime. I was
Incredible.
scared because I was too happy, Marco. And then I said, like, oh my God, what will happen in the second half? I hope I will not be really angry, but we played well. Give me the
Yeah,
score.
Genoa, in fact, played really well with Parma last week.
Yeah,
They played a beautiful match. I don't
yeah.
see it fully, but it was not bad.
Playing versus Juventus is always something heavy.
Perin was the new Buffon, huh?
Look! My friend Steph from Toronto. She's saying who is giving him 8.9. What match were you watching? She's laughing for sure. But it's true. 8.9 is really really a high score.
Yeah.
So look, Panucci is responsible for conceding the goal. I agree with that.
Yes.
I believe the score of Bonucci is a middle way between the 8.9 we saw in the comment and a 5.5 where you were really bad with Bonucci. I believe again a six can be something good. Give me the
Yeah,
score of
maybe.
give me the score of De Ligt.
The Ligt. Oh yeah, for the Ligt. Yeah, I don't want to push him so high, but yeah, a 7 and 7.5. He
Yeah,
deserves it fully.
he played well. He played really
Yes.
well again, and it's performance after performance after performance. So no, De Ligt, great. Okay, last
Yeah, he's a
question.
beast.
Last question for
20
you.
years, the guy, yeah?
It's a beast. Who was for you the man of the game?
Well, the man of the game, for me, since, well, for the game also, but
For
in
this game?
general, is Dybala. For me, played really, really well. Also, the goal was good. And yeah, but Bentancur was also a beast. Huh? We don't speak a lot about him, but yeah, Bentancur for me the man of the match.
You know, for me, who was the man of the match?
Yes.
Guess. Give a guess.
Uh, what I will say, Rabiot.
No, I think he played well, but not the man of the match. For me,
Ronaldo.
no, the man of the match is Sarri today because we
Yeah.
complained so much about him. We were really negative about Maurizio Sarri, saying that he had the famous hashtag Sarri out, Sarri out, Sarri out.
Yes.
After losing versus Napoli, I believe it was really difficult to take back the team in hand, the control of the team, and starting to build around the team. Because what
Yes.
we saw today is not a Allegri win. It's not like in the past where we control the game after 1-0. Today they tried to play the Sarri style, and they did
Yeah.
really well. I had a lot of fun today. Um,
May or we didn't realize the occasion that we created in the first half, but the first half was amazing. I
yeah,
really
yeah.
saw this aggressivity, that grinta that we talk every time. Yeah, it was really great. First half, I enjoyed it also. Huh? We don't score, but the grinta was there.
Steph is saying Sari did well repeating the Costa substitution. I totally agree. And shoot
Yeah,
out Bianconeri YYZ because the guys are really fantastic. They are
yeah,
doing really nice things. It's an official club of Toronto. So if you were not able to see the live that we did like 1.5 weeks or 2 weeks ago with the guys from Toronto, from Bianconeri YYZ, go back, see it because it was we had a lot of people on the chat and they were doing really great. So shoot out for
I
them.
love them.
Sorry, Giuseppe, but Sari wasn't that good. I think it was smart because when you win 3-0 at a certain moment, it's good to let also the other players play the game, win some minutes because we will need a lot of people. Don't forget, now I always said that if you follow the channel, I said we have to win the games even in Torino, because after Torino it will be really difficult. We will have so now Torino at 5 p.m. in the evening with big sun. Instead of
Oh
rest,
yeah,
instead of resting 3 days, because now we always rested 3 days and then we played. So instead of resting 3 days, we will rest only 2 days, and we will go to Milano. Milano is it's not the Milano from in the past, but they are playing well at the
Oh,
moment.
they play good, sort of.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry if I'm interrupt you, but with the Roma match, they was really managed the game. So
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
yeah, they dangerous.
So, I believe that can be a really difficult one. And then we have Atalanta. So that can be a
Oh,
really crucial point. So that I'm happy that we had now a 9-on-9. I hope we can win versus Torino, because then the games will start to be difficult. And I will answer a Muslim. The goal that we scored were just individual skills. It's true, and I totally agree with that. The three of them, we didn't see really a big combination. That's true, but to explain a bit better, today I saw some really intention of playing, not only possession for the sake of possession. They were
yeah.
trying to play. Go, Sufyan.
Yeah. I totally agree with you because before we saw, just this tiki-taka horizontal one,
Yeah,
just for passing and not just for pushing the ball for the forwards for the for Ronaldo, for Dybala. Also, the thing I think that this game also told us that we have not a nine. The if you remind the goals that we scored, the only the Dybala one was scored on the box. The Ronaldo and Douglas Costa was outside of the box. So
true.
yeah,
But that's
this
a big difference
also
also from the past. And now we are trying at least to shot outside of the box, and
yeah
that's something really really good. So I'm
yeah
really happy with that. Marco, Sufyan, thank you for joining. I will let you go. It was amazing to have you. We see each other tomorrow.
yeah
I will
tomorrow
give you I
tomorrow.
will give you the details, and we see each other for on the Juve show tomorrow. Ciao, Marco,
Great.
Sufyan.
Good night.
Ciao, ciao. So, guys, I hope you like the fact that people, if you want to, you can just join. You can give your opinion. It can be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and we share it. Especially when we win or not. If you want to speak, let me know. It's quite easy. You join even with your mobile phone, and we speak about the game. So, continuing, because yeah, for me, I continue to say I loved how we played today. You start seeing a change of mentality, and that's what I like the fact that we were a team again, and that's not all easy. Ronaldo started a bit slow, but he continued to play. Super happy that he scored a goal on an action and not on a penalty, because at least he was free. He was subbed at the 75th minute. Guys, let me know in the comment, what do you think? Is Ronaldo a player that you would sub at the 75th minute? Would you do it? Yes? No? Let me know, because I believe, yeah, I will not tell what I believe. I will first see the comments, what you think about the sub of Ronaldo at the 75th. The last time that it happened, I remember it was November, I believe. There were a lot of problems then with Sarri, yeah, because Ronaldo didn't like the fact to be subbed. Dan is saying, Dybala is the best Juventus player. All the goals he make are very important in the game. He scored the first goals. He is decisive, and I agree with that. He's always scoring the first goal, except when Ronaldo scored the penalties. But he's a game changer. That's true. The only problem Dybala has is the fact that he has only a left foot. Sorry, and that can be a problem, because people understand how he's playing, and he has an amazing left foot. Absolutely, yes, but it can be a problem, because if he goes to the right, it's not often that he will take the chance to shot on the goal. So you have to go on the left every time, and that can be a problem. But when he take his chance with the left, it's crazy. Then we have Steph who's saying, great job for Marco Sufyan. I'm really happy because the last time we tried at the end of the show, we had Mo, who is here in the chat, by the way. Ciao Mo. We had Mo and we had Martina from Juve designer. They joined the chat, but they are a bit more used to speak in front of the camera. But Marco, it was his first time, and it is daring it, and I love that. I love that. That's how Juventini has to do. We have to dare. So I agree with Steph. Great job. And Mo, who is saying I could sub him earlier to preserve him for big games. Um, yeah, I believe if you sub him too early, that can also create some problems. But I believe also that it's good that he was subbed before Dybala. For the team spirit, I think it was a really, really good decision, because if every time you have to sub first Dybala, you know, it's not really fair, especially because Dybala is playing game after game, well, and better. So I agree with Mo. Three stunning goals from tonight. We spoke about it, but we agree with that. Three individual goals. It was not a team play, but the three ones were crazy. We had the Dybala goal with his left. It's a typical Dybala goal. Then we had the Ronaldo rocket, and then we had the Fortnite joystick, the Douglas Costa goal. What a goal! For me, Ronaldo one was the best. Power. Then you have the power of Ronaldo. You can choose, or the I said that it's a joystick goal from Douglas Costa. I would go for the Douglas Costa one, because it just came in, right, dribble left, and then he put it really in an angle where you can't reach it. Ronaldo, it also amazing. Equal, but I would give like Marco Sufyan said, a 0.25 more for Douglas Costa. If he would play lame, I would. But this bring many problems. Agree with Jazz. If he's playing lame, it's a problem, and that was what happening in November, and that creates problems. So I agree. It was better to leave him in. We need our player to be top scorer, as and such easy game could help him score more and more. Allegri was saying, I repeat that for the people who knows Allegri or not, but he was saying, and it was true, the team with the goals, the best goal scorer at the end of the season, don't win the Serie A. So, and it's true, every time, every Serie A, every year, the team with the better scorer was not winning the Serie A. So I prefer that Ronaldo finish second, that we win the Serie A, that let him play and win the goal scorer. If we can have both, why not? But I prefer him. I prefer to have the 3 points. So I was thinking also, because it will be game after game after game. So Angelo is saying three very beautiful goals, but the way they play is not good enough. No, no, no. I don't agree, Angelo. Here you are really hard, because I believe we played well. And I had a lot of fun today. And it was not easy versus a Genoa who did nothing to play offensive. They were closing even after 1-0 and 2-0, where you saw that they were really lost, but they didn't do a lot of things. So I don't agree with that comment, Angelo. I know it's late for you. You better go to sleep. And if I'm speaking like that to Angelo, it's because it's my best friend since we are kids, huh, guys? But no, he's provoking me. Are you scared when we versus the big teams like AC Milan not having a proper left back? Ciao Jihad, happy that you joined. Um, I'm not really scared because we don't have a proper left back, because then we will change a bit the way of playing. Probably we will play with the Danilo on the left and Matuidi instead of Rabiot, and Matuidi will give a lot of help and support to Ronaldo, but also to Danilo. So we will be a lot more prudent. What I'm scared about the Milan game, I don't know if you just joined, is the fact that how can I say? It is the fact that we will play versus Torino with high temperatures, and we will not rest 3 days, but only two. And then we have to travel. In those 2 days, we also have to travel to Milan, who is not really far away, but it's still a few kilometers. So that's what I'm scared of. Absolutely, yes. Juventus is progressing every game. Agree with you, Lara. And then we have Juve FC. He's saying Immobile is suspended for the game. Yes, and Cancedo also, because they both had a yellow card in the game earlier today. I will tell you exactly who. But normally it was Caicedo and Immobile. Yeah, both of them will miss the game versus next week. True. Um, then we have Lazio. Yeah, but Lazio with the counter attacks, they play like that for sure. And now it's for the second time they are losing 1-0 and they come back. The first time I say it in my videos of the newspapers, guys, it was disgusting with a invented penalty. This time, yeah, Torino was not able to keep it. I'm waiting the match versus Lyon, and I'm very scared. That's a game that a lot of people are talking about. What will happen with Champions League? Will we win the Champions League? Will we not? What will happen? Will we beat Lyon? I believe it's really early to say. It's in August, so we have a few games to go. I'm so happy, Angelo, that um, we are recuperating a few players, really fundamental players, like my friend Pjanic, who was playing better today after signing with Barcelona. He was again free and playing better. Rabiot is playing better and better. And I know that you don't like Rabiot, but Rabiot is doing really well, better and better. So if we can recuperate a lot of player, Bernardeschi, who can make a difference, we can have our chances. That's good. That's really good. And we will be trained to play versus team that doesn't want to attack and that play all in the back. So I start to be a bit more optimistic for the Lyon game. And Jazz is agreeing with me. He's saying I'm confident at Lyon. Ciao, Michael. Michael is I don't think Ramsey is suitable for Italian soccer. He likes British soccer with more intensity games, more running box to box. And then he's saying also him, Rabiot was really well today. To answer about Ramsey, I said it. You were not there yet, but I will repeat for the people that join in. Meanwhile, for me, Ramsey, his head and his brain, they are still in lockdown at home, and that's a problem because the last three parts of game that he played without gel in his hair, and he didn't look like he's not yet wake up. He's still sleeping and he's not playing bad, but the guy did really well before the lockdown. He was doing great games, and the only problem Ramsey has is the fact that he's really injury prone. So if he can wake up and go back to that level and not being injured anymore, I think he can make also in the Serie A a big difference because he's a real talented player. I watched Lazio against Torino. None of them is that really good, but the goalie of Torino was really bad, which helped Lazio to win. Yes, don't forget also Lazio, because now we have 5 games, they have 3, I believe, so they are not yet at their full power. So that's a big difference where we have to pay attention to, and they are winning. How they do it, they win. When we started versus Milan and Napoli, we were not winning. We were drawing 0-0. We were good in defense, but not good in attack. And Lazio is scoring and winning, and every time they are losing 1-0. So they lost versus Atalanta, and they are really 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 good. You guys, don't be afraid of the Champions League. I dream that Juve win the Champions League in my dream. Uh, Lara, but the Champions League is really difficult, and you don't know who you will play against, and especially this year, it will be more a mini World Cup than Champions League as we know it. Why? Because we will play one game in or out. Then you play the second game in or out, and we know that Juventus is not always really really cool. Now I will have a question for you guys. I don't know how old you are and so on, but the last time we won the Champions League, it was 24 years old. It was 24 years ago. I remember that because I was really young. I was 15, 14, 15. I was watching that game. So We waited so long. Is this the year we want to win the Champions League? Without supporters, without party, without atmosphere. That would be so strange, guys. I hope we win, because for sure we always want to win. But Juventus winning, like now in such a special year, that would be so strange for me. So for sure, I want to win the Champions League, but it would be so strange without being able to really celebrate. You saw the game versus Napoli. When Napoli won, they had to take their medals on their own. That was so strange. And I agree even more with Jazz, who's saying yes, let's win it this year and even next year also with the fans. So if we can do that, I totally agree. Ciao, Kevin. I feel players trusted Sarri and followed his instructions today. Sorry, to win the Champions League, we need players like Zidane, Davids, Vieira, Pogba, Jugovic. We lack a good midfield. And we know that the midfield is a big problem. The players that you are saying here are all legends of football, and we don't have them. We don't have them in the team, in the midfield. We have one, and I'm waiting tomorrow, because tomorrow I will receive his shirt, the number 30 of Bentancur, because today again he was pressing so hard. It was crazy. At a certain moment, I saw him pressing like a pit bull, and for someone, because he's not looking like Edgar Davids. Edgar Davids was also looking like a pit bull, or a Gennaro Gattuso, because they are a bit smaller, they are a bit more muscular, and they have that characteristic. And then you see Bentancur, he's a bit taller, smaller, but the guy, he was pressing so much. I love when he's doing that. Again, I hope he can score really fast to give him also a bit more confidence with his offensive play. But if he continue to play like that, he's a real legend. And then, yeah, we lack a lot of players. But look at the other teams, except of Bayern München, Bayern Munich, who is playing really well. The other teams are also in trouble. Don't forget, we have still Lyon to play. Then we have PSG, who stopped with football, so they will have really difficulties. Barcelona is having a really difficult year now. Real Madrid is starting again to grow, but they are not really perfect. It's not the super Real Madrid. Manchester City is not playing the best football. They have some problems also with Guardiola, who's saying that he will not renew his contract. I know he wants to go full power for the Champions League, because he already lost the title because Liverpool win it. So there are not so many teams. You know who I'm really scared of? There are two teams in Champions League. It's Bayern Munich, because they are good, they are strong, but also them, they will not play for a certain moment. And then Atalanta. Atalanta, they can win versus every team in a single game. So we have to pay attention to those people. Bagus is asking, which is better, Vidal or Bentancur? I followed the Vidal when we took him for 10 millions from Leverkusen in the past, and nobody knew him. It was a young player. He was not doing crazy hairstyles. He was starting, but he was not yet really crazy hairstyles. And I saw his first game, that first goal in the Juventus stadium, not the very first, because that was Lichtsteiner, but in the second half versus Parma. A really beautiful goal. And since then, I saw him growing game after game. Conte once said, if I have to take someone with the war, I would choose Vidal. So for me, Vidal has proven so much more than Bentancur, but Bentancur is just 23. So he has his career in front of him, while Vidal has his future in the back. So today I would say Vidal, but there are also two different players. I believe in potential, Bentancur can become a different player, but maybe probably a more complete player. The difference is that Vidal was also scoring a lot of goals, a lot of goals. I would love to see them. Not now anymore, because it's too late. But it would have been beautiful to see them together at peak performance. Did I miss some questions? I was 5 years back, but I remember it. So that means that you are 28, 29. So I have 10 years more. I remember. I remember. I remember really well. I was watching with my father, with my brothers. Crazy. I don't know, but it's an obsession for Agnelli. You know, he says it's an objective and not an obsession, the Champions League, but for sure he wants to win it. He wants to win it. Champions League double. Let's do that. Then we have Sousa and Deschamps were also really great. Then we have Bernardeschi was good today. He's better and better. Douglas Costa is good, but always in second half for 20, 25 minutes. I think this is something that we often forget to say about Bentancur. No, sorry, Bernardeschi. He's doing a lot of work. He's pressing, he's going, he's fighting. Probably he's not at his top level yet, so as he was in Fiorentina, but the guy is doing a lot of work. And when Douglas Costa entered, thanks to the work of Bernardeschi, he has a lot more easy for him to play. So absolutely yes, we have to say it. I saw the parents of Bernardeschi once in the airport in Valencia in 2008, and I was speaking with them, and I was saying that their son played so well versus Valencia in Valencia when we won 2-0 with the red card of Ronaldo. Do you remember that was the first Champions League game of Ronaldo with Juventus? He had a red card. So I played, guys, I will tell you between us, I paid so expensive tickets to be on the fourth grade of Valencia, third or fourth, I don't remember. The seats were like that in vertical, so I was really high. And actually, the view was okay. And I was so thrilled and happy to see Ronaldo for the first time with Juventus. I was there for work, and then he's playing, and we were playing in the black shirt. I don't remember. I don't know if you remember of last year, the black shirt. I don't know if I have it here in my magic. No, I don't know where it is. You know what it is, the black one with the yellow letters. So I was seeing them, and at a certain moment, I remember nobody understood what was happening, and then he had that red card. But yeah, that's the story. So I was so sad. And that day, Pjanic scored 2 goals. If I remember well, it was 2 penalty kicks. But I was so sad, so expensive tickets to be there. It was so warm at that day. And then Ronaldo, after 25 minutes, he was out. I was really sad. And that's the day then in the airport where I saw the parents of Bernardeschi. So, yes, Muslim, black shirt and the yellow phones is here or in the watch. I don't know where it is. Um, you're right, Marco. Atletico is always a scary opponent. So I missed a comment from Marco. He's saying, I fear Atletico and Napoli with Gattuso is another story. I'm scared from these teams. I'm not scared about Napoli. Atletico, the last year we took a bit of advantage on Atletico. So mentally, they're a bit scared about us. But for sure, there are good teams. But I scare more Bayern Munich and Atalanta. I have to admit. Um, Hey, remember 2 penalties from Miram. Yeah, absolutely. 2015, Juventus go to the final, but they lose. This is the year that Juve is going to win the Champions League. Lara, I hope so. You know what will happen? I said it Sunday because on Sundays I have my live, the Sunday night live. That's a really lot of fun because we talk about Juventus, we talk about Mercato, we talk about so much things. Oh, and if you want to know, I put a video yesterday about all the Mercato rumors of Juventus. So go and watch it. Probably you already did. That's a really great one. I love that video because at least in one video you have all the recap of everything. And I want to thank all of you guys. Why? I will tell you why. Because we just reached, thanks to you guys, I will show you here. We just reached, so here we are at 768 subscribers. I will refresh, 770. So we just beat the 668. We have two people more, 770. That's a lot of people. Last time I was home and I was imagining 770 people in my living room. That's crazy. I can't even imagine it. 770 people are subscribing to the channel. That's great. I want to thank you because you are crazy guys. I love it. I love what I'm doing. I hope you appreciate the efforts. But thank you, really, really, really. I appreciate it so much. My buddy Rocco, ciao Giuseppe, three gorgeous goals tonight. They're spoiling us. I'm impressed with today's performance from kick off until the end. Probably until the 70th, 75th minute, because then we changed the game. Sarri wanted to change the game to give minutes in the at some players like Higuain, Ramsey, also a young guy Olivieri that came up. Um, but absolutely, I believe, except of Inter, where we played a really great game, it's probably the game. I will not say the most beautiful one because a victory is a victory, but the game where I had the most fun. At halftime, I was proud. Even if it was 0-0, I was proud of my Juventus, how we played, how we tried. And we are not perfect yet. And let's settle that because we are not perfect. We have a lot to prove yet to be better, because when we face teams that are all in the wall, putting a wall with 8 players, 4 and 4, it starts to be difficult for Juventus to find solutions. But we are working on it, and that, I saw also players having fun, following the coach, and that was something that 2 weeks ago I was not dreaming of saying today, that the players were following the coach. So I agree with you. And the goals again, the Bala, and then the CR7 rocket, and the joystick Fortnite goal of Douglas Costa were amazing. Yes, Bayern are the favorites. I know. Jazz is my man. He's agreeing with me with nearly everything. So big up, Jazz. Michael is saying, do you think it is an advantage or disadvantage for Bayern that the Bundesliga is finished and they have lost a lot of rest? I don't remember the year, but I remember that Bayern had that previously also, that they actually won the Bundesliga a lot earlier, and then they were continuing to play, but the intensity was not there anymore. They were scared to have injury because they didn't want to miss the final of the Champions League. So it's true that when you stop with your brains, it's difficult to start again. And now it's even more strange because they were playing, they had to stop due to coronavirus. They started back training to win the Bundesliga. They won it, and then now they stop again before the Champions League final. So it's really a strange year, guys. Everything can happen. Um, I am not scared of anyone. We need to play like Juventus. We are Juventus. Done. Yeah, you're right. Juventus cannot be scared of anyone. And when I said I'm scared, it's not being scared of Atalanta, of Bayern, or Real Madrid, whatever. It's just that sometimes you have to admit that some teams are playing well or can be more dangerous than others. That's what I mean. But indeed, no, if you are Juventus, you are an elite club, then you cannot be scared. And that's sometimes what happened as a problem when we were facing Bayern, Barcelona in 2015. Probably we had a bit too much of respect for them and maybe a bit scared. In 2017 versus Real, the problem was that we were thinking that we would win 4-0 because Real Madrid was not really in a good year. Um, so it's always, you have to be 100% focused on that game. Michael is saying, Bentancur said in the interview, we did what Sarri wanted. Thank you. And that's what you have to do. I'm not Sarri out, Sarri in. I'm not Allegri in, Allegri out, Mandzukic out. I don't like those kinds of discussions. I'm not a fan of that. I like one thing is, you sign a player like Rabiot, like Ronaldo, like whatever. He comes and we support him until the end. You can be objective. You can say that he played bad or he coached bad or he did a really bad thing. That's something, because you have to be objective. But we stick with the players until the end of the season, and with the coach the same. And if you're a coach, it's really a difficult job. Being a coach is hard, guys. I can assure you it's hard. And especially a coach at Juventus, the pressure that you have there, it's crazy. And you have to deal with players like Ronaldo. Those guys are so much richer than you, not only money but the presence, everything. It's hard, guys, huh? But that's the role of the coach. And what I expect from the players is to try to follow what the coach is saying. If we are doing that, like Bentancur said, then we see the result. Look at today. You see the results, absolutely. 1K is coming soon. That my objective, I continue to say, was 31st of December 2020. When I started, I said 1 year I want to go 1,000 subscribers. Now, for sure, we are at 770. In the month of June, we grew so much, probably also because the football is back. But I'm proud. I'm proud of the people that are there on the channel, that are discussing, that are putting comments. I love it. I love it. For me, again, it's a real honor to spend time with you. Again, I said it. If you want to join the channel in the post games for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, let me know. I sent you the link. You join. You tell me, like the brave Sufyan, Marco Sufyan did. It's amazing. That's the goal. I always said we have to grow that English speaking Juventus community. There is not a lot for people that speaks English and that want to be entertained 24/7 um, about Juventus on YouTube. You have a lot of things. You have podcast, you have Twitter with great accounts. You have people that you can meet live around the stadium with, around Turin and so on. So that's amazing. But on YouTube, we were missing a bit that presence. And now a lot of people are starting to do things. We have great guys like Juve Therapy Roman. We have Martina from Martina Better channel. She's doing a Juve designer. We have Alberto from All Juve Cast. Daniel Lonigro, who's doing also a kind of podcast and interviews with guests about post games. All those guys are doing a fantastic job. But I'm happy that you're here supporting me, and I will try to do every time my best. And I reveal you that I have some great guests joining in the coming weeks. This week we have Turin Giants. It's the guy who's doing the Juve podcast and Turin Giants. He will be on Friday for an exclusive Q&A. That will be amazing. I didn't anticipate it yet, so you are the first one to hear it. That will be a really great interview. So be there because we will have Farad, the guy of Turin Giants and Juve podcast, who will be there. Amazing. Then we have a Brazilian women journalist who knows Arthur, who will join the channel also to speak about Arthur. So that's my surprise for the next week. That will be really fun. With she's journalist. She's following a lot of PSG. We will see if we do it in English or in French. But she's really good. I had some contacts with her. She knows Arthur, so she will join. And then I have other nice surprises on the channel. But I can only do it thanks to you guys. So Michael is saying great job. But again, if nobody is following the channel, I can do the best job in the world. It makes no sense. So it's actually, again, thanks to you. If we play like this against big team, we will win Scudetto and go far in Champions League, in my opinion. Milan, I agree with you. We have to do what the trainer says. We try until the end, and we go for it. We have to play like that, and that was the difference, that we tried without conviction, and also because we were also a bit tired versus Milan and Napoli. But we have to play like this. Try at least. And when we were with Allegri last year, I believe we had to follow that kind of boring controlling game, but he was the coach, so we follow him, and now he's adapting to a new one and playing our style. An interview with the guy from Italian Football TV would be amazing. Jazz, I tried to contact Marco because he's a Juve fan. So I tried to contact Marco. I'm waiting for his answers. But guys, you know what to do. Huh? If you want things happen, help me on the social media. Tag them on Instagram or on Twitter, and you say, guys, you have to join. We want you on the show of Juventus for a Q from Juventus. From I call myself Juventus, but from GJustjuve. Tell them so that we put a bit of pressure to these guys. But I ask them so that you can already know. I'm waiting for an answer. And then we have Neymar news from PSG. I can ask her. She's really kind. She's really kind. So I can ask her. I don't know if Neymar will leave. Who will have the money to pay him? I don't know. I know Barcelona want to, but Barcelona has a lot of troubles. So here we are. Look at that. I will write him. Thank you, guys. Write him. I wrote him. At the moment, I'm waiting for an answer. Okay, here we have Mina Ruzui. I also tried to have her. Yeah, Marco is following me, so I could send him a direct message. Mina is not following me, so it's quite difficult to have. So, guys, again, stall the people, ask them to join the show because, we want to offer the best people on the channel for the best people who are watching it. So, it is what it is. Guys, if you have questions, because we are here for, again, 1 hour, and what I will do now is I will record the post game after seeing again the game so that in the night I will upload it. That's actually, I call it or the day after or the debrief of the game. I like to do it because now we are speaking, between friends, and we are speaking about the game, the first emotions. If people want to join, they join, and then I want to watch it again to speak about it in all honesty. What did we think about it and so on? For me, that's really important. So I will try to get my boy Mates. Michael, we can do it in Dutch, we can do it in Italian, in English, whatever. But if you can have Mates de Ligt, that would be fantastic. But I think that will be really, 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 really impossible. Why? Because the players of Juventus, they have also image rights, and players, they cannot come and join like they want. Sometimes they can do Instagram lives or something like that, but then the guys, they need to have the permission of Juventus. They are not free to do whatever they want. That's always difficult, and they were a bit more free during the lockdown. But now that they play every 3 games, it starts to be really, really, really difficult, and they need to have the questions up front and so on. So that's a hell to have those kinds of players. But yeah, so I will tell you, I tried with Momblano, the Mercato Guru. But yeah, I tell you, I will have already nice guests that are planned, and that's great. And then let's see what the future will bring. But your channel is very professional. I don't know. You judge, guys. I try to have, and sorry for this morning because I was working really hard today, so I was not able to do the journals. I was not able to do the El Tactico video with Mo, who's probably listening. So that was really difficult for me today. But normally, yes, I start every day with really early with the sport papers, the translation of it. And actually, I have to work on a nice video. That's a bit a comic video, but that's a project I have. I will try to do the best papers or the best articles of the Sun, because for the people that watch the morning videos about the papers, I always try to catch the Sun, because that they are putting crazy news, everything but football. So that's so funny. And so I will try to do the best of news of the month of the Sun, just for love. Italian football TV. had also Muriel at his channel. Yeah, I know. I know they are starting because I follow them and I listen all their podcasts because I love Italian football. They are funny, but they know football, and also I don't always have the time to see all the games from Serie A. So if I really want a nice recap, I listen to them. I love it. Um, and Lara is saying, "Stop touching your face because of COVID-19." I wash my hands a lot, so but it start to be warm and yeah, it's old habits. We pay attention. I'm not a good example. I will do it like that. But guys, again, because we are here for 1 hour, I'm really happy. Look, and a last comment before closing. Love that you do the channel in English. Great for non-Italian speaking Juve fans. Vincent the Mace, let me guess the country. That's or the Netherlands or Belgium. I'm waiting for your reply, Vincent. I'm really curious, but that was the goal actually. When I started the channel, and maybe if you want to, one day we can do a kind of Q&A about why and so on. But I started the channel because I was looking for entertaining because I'm Italian, so I have 24/7 Italian Juve news, and I love it. I love it because you can watch different opinions of people. You can be entertained. You can have so much things about Juve, and then you're trying to find it in English, and that's so difficult and complicated. So I said, let's try to offer the same contents for those people. So that's a brief why, but thank you, Vincent. Lads are relentless, but they may slip up. Our schedule is quite tricky now, but we have to hold our destiny in our hands. When you are at +4, you decide what you do with your destiny. I totally agree. First live, ciao sad. Unfortunately, we are about to close because we are 1 hour. I will say een goede dag aan Vincent. Vincent van Nederland, die voor de eerste keer op een live is. Of eigenlijk mijn live. Dus ik doe het ook in Nederlands. De andere mensen die luisteren begrijpen ons niet. Maar we hebben Michael die het begrijpt. En ook Vincent van Nederland. Dag Vincent. Heel blij dat je hier bent. So, I was speaking in Dutch to our friend Vincent because it's the first time I see him in the live. He's from Netherlands. So, I said hello to him in his local language. And we have actually two people from the Netherlands with Michael. We have Lara from Portugal. Obrigado. And that's it, guys. So 1 hour and 2 minutes, 3-1. Great game where we had fun, when we had three individuals but amazing goals. We can celebrate +4 versus Lazio. We see each other on the channel, and don't forget, this Friday we have a nice and a big live with Juve podcast from Turin Giants. Tomorrow on the Juve show, that's my other channel, we will have the Juve show with Michael Sofian and Marco Sofian, and we have also Jose from AG. It will be really great where we will speak about everything that we had to speak about. Grazie, forza, Juve. Ciao Indonesia, ciao America, Virginia. We have so Vincent, Marco, Lara, Rocco, Michael. We have so many people. It's too much. Jazz, Bagus. Ciao, ciao, guys. Ciao.